Now is the time for the technical session number 9. And so let me take the privilege to call upon the screen my own teacher, from whom I have learned English literature during my master's in the Department of English, University of Jammu. Yes, I'm talking about Professor Monica Sethi, ma'am. Ma'am, it's a pleasure to me to announce your name here in the conference, and it gives me an immense pleasure, And
Yeah,
thanks,
same
thank
this
you.
side, to be able to see each other virtually, though virtually, but that is so comforting. Then Abhimanyu is there, Shubhra is there, so all known faces. I hope everybody is doing good and everybody is safe and fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so
So,
glad that I could meet you. Even I think after 2 years of time, I'm able to see you.
yes, to
Right?
see each other. Yeah.
Yes, to see each other. And before Ravinda, you start her introduction, I would like to say that ma'am is a very humble soul, very sweet, very supportive, and very kind. Uh, I had met her for only for a few minutes. Every time I
Yeah.
met her, only for a few minutes, but the impression was so great, and she left a huge impact on my career, on my life, on my professional at my professional front also.
That's kind of
I'm
you,
really grateful
Abhimanyu.
to you.
That's
I can't
kind of
forget
you.
your
No,
support.
no,
I really can't forget your support
no, no,
and
no.
the trust you had in me. And not only that, she's your teacher, she's also a guide of Dr. Shubhra Jumbal. She
Yes,
has
Yes.
I
done
wanted to actually phone.
yeah. We can do
No, I think,
Wi-Fi connectivity
I owe
also.
let's
myself
begin
to
the.
Monica ma'am.
No.
Actually,
Let's begin the session. The other participants, would be a little. कहेंगे ये अपनी बातें शुरू हो गए हैं सारे. I know
Yes,
times
ma'am.
are such, we are out of touch with each other. We haven't been able to meet. So when you get to meet, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
thank you ma'am for
So
the
please, you may
And,
please begin with the session. Yeah.
so, as said by Abhimanyu sir also, so uh, for ma'am, I would like to say that Professor Monica Sethi is the head Department of English at the University of Jammu, with about 20 years of teaching experience at the postgraduate level, and has also been guiding research for MPhil and PhD. She has guided 15 MPhil dissertations and 9 PhD theses. She has participated in many national and international conferences and seminars and has published more than 25 research papers on various aspects of Canadian, American, African, and Indian literatures in English in national and international journals. She also has a book titled as Edward Albee, The Dream and the Absurd, to her credit. Her areas of specialization include American drama, literary theory, and new literatures in English. So, with these words, I would like to request to you, ma'am, to please grace the occasion and this technical session with your divine presence. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravinder. Thank you. It feels so good when your students talk so nice things about you, sweet things about you. So, God bless you.
Pleasure
And
is all mine, ma'am.
yeah, since we are already, as we are behind schedule, as Dr. Shubhra has informed me, and running late, so without much delay, let us begin the session. And I think we have 4 speakers for the session.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So, and it's already 12 past 6. So, what I would request, rather than making it a paper reading session to all the participants who are here, it would do better and your point would be taken more clearly if you just, make the important points of your paper, your research paper. What are the important points you want to make? Because if you'll be reading endlessly, then all the participants, they get restless and you are unable to put across. So requesting you all just to make the important points of your paper a brief discussion of what your facts and your research points, questions are. So with that we begin, and we give about 8 to 10 minutes to each participant. Should that be fine?
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's not make it a paper reading session. just make the important points you have and a kind of a discussion or a throwing light on your major points that you have in your paper. So let's call on the first speaker. I'm sorry, who's the I'll just open the schedule. Who's the first speaker? This you've sent me the schedule, na, Shubhra?
Yes, ma'am. I just speak.
No, I have it. Yeah, the first speaker for the day for this session is Dr. Sushil Bidwaik. He's from Sharda Rao Pawar Arts and Commerce College. So Dr. Sunil is there in the session. Dr. Sunil Bidwaik from Chandrapur. You may just check the list of participants, Shubhra. Is he there? He's not there. Somebody's writing. Probably the session got delayed. So, yeah. So, shall we move on to the next speaker in case Dr. Sunil joins in? He can make his presentation later.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So, the next speaker is Samra Khan from Jamia Millia. So, Samra, are you there in the session? No, she's also not there. She's also not there. So that makes us to move on to the third participant. He is Muhammad Khalil, a research scholar from yeah, he's there. So Muhammad Khalil, welcome to this session, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
So you are going to make your presentation on the paper Degree of Impact of Collaborative Virtual Education with special reference to the rural area,
Yes.
Ramnagar. Okay, that's very interesting. So this is a place in Bangalore,
Yes, ma'am.
in Karnataka.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please you may begin with your presentation, and again we would request you to just highlight the main points of your
Sure,
paper.
ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah,
And good
please.
evening, all. I will abide with your words, ma'am. Definitely, I will complete within that period.
Yes, please.
My paper is. I am going to share my paper presentations.
Yes.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Your presentation? No, not as yet.
Yeah, PPT.
No PPT. I can't see. I don't know if the others can see. Ravinder, can you see that?
No, ma'am, not yet.
No,
Ma'am, now I'm sharing, ma'am.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is visible.
Now it has started.
Now it started. Yeah, please.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, perfect.
On paper is Degree of Impact of Collaborative Virtual Education with special reference to the rural area, which is located near Bangalore and Ramnagar districts. Okay, and the structure of paper presentation will be like this, and summarizations of title of the paper, introduction, review of literature and methodology, objective of the studies, and data analysis, and then finding and conclusions. So the summarizations of my title of contents. There is a mismatch between urban and rural scenario in the field of education. While all urbanities are blessed with elite institutions in their vicinity, rural students are not. The benefit to the higher centers of learning are yet to strike a balance between these two extremes and their needs. In this view, I have conducted a survey and I got some information, and also I found that there is an paramount important to explore possibilities to materialize the dream of making availability of all innovation and advancement achieved in the field of education equally to all the sector of the students. So this is the very important, which is required to share, which is required to equally distribute the rural students also, because they are facing a lot of problems. These are the results of questionnaire circulated by me among the broad spectrum of rural students and teachers and publics. And then the collaborative virtual learning in simple terms means a jointly discussing digital platform where people can engage in interactive activity or exchange their thoughts and views. For example, just like in conference. At present, digitalization has become ubiquitous. That means it is popular all over the world in respect of all the fields, especially in educational system. It contributes a great deal by its versatility. But it's important to know to what extent it has reached to the rural populace. Because when we compare traditional system with learnings with the digitalized platform, virtual learning becomes vastly different from the traditional learning as it eliminates the benefits of physical absence. So before conducting my studies, I have reviewed few journals and articles. All our journals and articles state that negative things only in review of students. And methodology of the study is, in this study, a sample survey was conducted in the rural region by me when I posed the open-ended and closed-ended questions to gather the information, and sample taken for analysis of the data has been limited to 50 students, and inference are done based on collected data. Source of data collection will be a primary and secondary. The objective of the study is the main objective of the studies are to examine the degree of impact of virtual learning, to focus on their observation level, to know the problem which they are facing, to learn through digital platform, to assess the opinion of the students regarding virtual classrooms. So before analyzing the data, just I focused on two important questions which I have asked to the students, that is whether it is online learning provides sufficient knowledge or not. So after analyzing the data, I came to know that the majority of the responded that they are not satisfied with the online learning, that is 64%, as they are not getting proper online infrastructure facilities in their location. Therefore, it is clearly conclude that the level of satisfaction is comparatively low and they are not satisfied with that. And second more important question is that the observation level. So when I observe the observation level of the students, then I draw the inference that the most of the respondent, the observation level will be below 50%. Therefore, it can be concluded that the reason for low degree of observation and not getting adequate knowledge are many, such as wayward network, erratic bandwidth, technical glitch, inference of conventional arts, notification, insufficient capacity of observation, etc. So my final conclusion, before concluding the presentation, I found few of things. Most of the salient observations are that majority of the students belong to the rural region and village based. It is uncertain if ever the gap can be closed given the economic disparity of India. Therefore, they are not getting proper online infrastructure facility in their location. And one more finding is students who belong to rural areas in Karnataka, especially with reference to Ramna region, there is a lack of resources to access the internet. So that's why I can conclude that that's why they are not getting properly a lot of information through online. And last findings is 64% of the respondents projected that they are not comfortable with online teaching, that the volume of benefits is negligible. That means they have not gained sufficient knowledge. So majority of them preferring online classes. Conclusion. From these pillar studies, it is clear that virtual learning is only inevitable but not a solution or matching alternative classroom teaching given Indian condition. There are various loopholes in virtual teaching, as we know all, which are challenges to be won over by the student, such as in respect of technical aspect, extension activity, career growth, co-curriculum activity in education, ethical aspect, and moral aspects. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohammed Khalil.
Hello.
Yeah. I really appreciate the conciseness and the, brevity and preciseness of your presentation. You have been able to make your point very clearly. And in fact, what you've shared, I totally agree with what you've said. You might have made this a general study, but in the present scenario, this study, this is one question that is troubling all the academicians at the moment in India, especially, where these internet and other digital resources and even a basic requirement such as a smartphone or a laptop, that is not readily available. And in the present pandemic, in the time of coronavirus, how we've shifted on to online teaching. This is the sorry or the sad state of affairs, Otherwise, also online teaching in India, it was like we were picking up, we were beginning to move on this path, but now because of COVID, we have been forced into this situation. The other countries of the West and maybe the developed nations, it's okay, all right with them, but here in India, as your survey also shows, where the the respondents have said ki no, they are unable to gather information and knowledge, and it is very true, your findings are very right, because we have been
Especially in
dealing
rural
with
area.
this is one problem,
Yes, ma'am.
that's plaguing us. And although the UGC and other institutions for the schools as well,
Yes.
they are saying okay, classes are going on, the syllabus is being covered, I think we are just making ourselves, we are living in a dream world, that yes, we have with my institution included, we draw up an academic calendar, okay, the semester begins here and the semester ends there, and we are so happy, oh, the syllabus is complete, now we are going to have our exams, online exams. And but when I talk to the students here, in especially in JNK, till recently we did not have the 4G connection as well. We were on 2G
Yes, ma'am.
connection, and so the students in the remote areas, they were unable to access even a class, a
Yes,
lecture
ma'am.
also. And then online exams, they are not able to just upload their scripts and mail them back to us. So it's a sad state, it's not
Definitely.
an alternative at any at any stage. We cannot say as of now, maybe I cannot say 10
Yes.
years from now, maybe we are in a and then economic restraint of course is there. Just a few days back, I'll share with you, the office clerk who's with us in the department, and he called me and he says, ma'am, if any one of you or anybody has an extra phone or smartphones which you are not using, you can give them to. So when they were coming to office, when we had opened after the lockdown, these people who were working,
Hmm.
clerical staff, they were not getting their phones. So it was difficult to. I said, why are you not
Definitely.
getting? We were angry, but then they said कि नहीं, phone तो बच्चों को चाहिए घर पे, मैम class चलती है. So there are too many
Yes.
things. Let's hope we come out of this situation and we put everything right. So looking forward to better times ahead. Thank you so much for your
Thank
presentation.
you for
Quite
that, ma'am. Thank you for
topical.
that.
Yeah.
And sorry for interruption, ma'am.
Yeah.
This is my first presentation. I try my level best.
Yeah.
And thank you all for giving me an opportunity, ma'am. Thank
No,
you.
no, no. It was a nice presentation. Thank you. So the next
Thank you.
participant now is, oh, you have to bear with me. I'm also not too familiar with technology. Yeah. The next participant speaker for the session is Vaniha Jaykumari. Vaniha Jaykumari, who's an assistant professor from KG College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Yeah.
Yes.
And her title is The Importance of Teaching in Our Life. Yeah, an interesting topic. So please, you may begin.
Good evening, madam. A warm good evening to everyone who are present here.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to share my paper on the importance of teaching in our life, because everyone now stands here because of education, because we listen to the teachers. I now just first share my screen and then I present. No. Excuse me, just a minute.
Sure,
I will finish,
sure.
I will finish within few, according to your
It's
words, madam.
perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Be relax, be
Okay,
comfortable.
okay. Thank you, madam. Is my screen visible, madam?
Yes, yes, it is. It is.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, you may start.
My topic, the importance of teaching in our life. First thing, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries, because it is a respect on them, because you have given me a platform to come forward to share my thoughts or to share my views. Objectives of this paper, the importance of teaching in our life. I'm talking only about our life, how teaching helps everyone in their life. That is very important. So teaching gives knowledge. Teaching can be done, or who can do teaching? Teachers. Teachers can teach and provide their knowledge to others. Similarly, books can also give knowledge when students study with their self-reading self-reading skills. And scriptures, holy books, these books also very important. They give us moral values which help the people to live a good life. So students, teaching alone cannot take place in one side. When teaching is there, listening is also there. Students listen. When they listen, they learn knowledge, they get knowledge, and with that knowledge they prosper. With that knowledge they do job. With that knowledge they perform everything. So students at the beginning, when they do not listen the teachings of the teachers, they lose the knowledge, and later in their life they become frustrated and depressed to lead their life. So education from primary level to the higher level provides knowledge to the students at different stage, and those consolidated knowledge makes a student, or creates a student, or gives a student a form, like doctor, engineers, like that. So teaching and learning is not is an endless process which everyone has in our life. Let me show you some pictorial representation and the main points of my paper. Teaching provides knowledge. Teaching, when teacher teaches something to the students, it is the duty of the students to observe what the teacher is teaching. Then the students get the knowledge and they can work with their knowledge. So the teaching is nothing but the process of transferring or giving knowledge to each other. So teachers and books, teachers can teach certain things to the students, and from their teaching students can gain knowledge, and that helps them. Similarly, books, when a student spend time particularly reading books, he or she can get more knowledge. This is additional knowledge they can get along with their subject knowledge. And students, when students listen the teaching of the teachers in their classrooms, gradually, slowly, they get good knowledge. When students are not listening their teaching, they lose their knowledge. So the very important task of the students is the first important task is listening. When a student listens a teacher, they should not think about the teachers. That is why sometimes some students say, no, we don't like this teacher because this teacher is very strict, and why I should listen to the teaching. They should not be like that. Students, they should listen to the teachers, what they teach them, because every teaching of a teacher is a piece of information which will be useful in their life. So listening is very important. Students who do not listen the teachers' teachings, they lack knowledge. They lack knowledge in the sense they lose the particular knowledge, and thereby gradually they don't have any interest at all. Such students find very difficult to grow or prosper in their life, and they feel depressed and frustrated in their life. Scriptures. The education gives good knowledge, core knowledge. With that, students can able to get job and live a very happy life. Though they live a happy life, they need to have scriptures. That is the knowledge from scriptures or holy books like Bhagavad Gita or what I have mentioned. I mean, the picture shows, no? So they have to read such holy books to get moral values. These moral values give them a good shape to their life. That is, they automatically tend to follow justice in their life, and they automatically, naturally, they do good deeds. And teaching flourishes one life. Whoever it is, even we can take. I mean, you can take me as well as you all. Everybody, everyone started from the lower level to the higher level and have come to this level. I saw many dignitaries who are in well position because of the education, because they listen to the teachers and they have come forward like this. So the teaching gives them different form, I said, and these different forms are nothing other than teachers, engineers, doctors, whatever they want, nurse, builder, driver, whatever it is, the basic knowledge they need. Basically, if someone wants to become a driver, he or she should at least have some primary level education, or up to 8th or 9th or 10th, like that. So language, along with the education, along with the subject knowledge, core knowledge, the students need to have communicative skills, which the language teachers can provide. So the language teachers' teachings are also very important for the growth of a man in his life, because the later part, nobody would help him. Only the teaching, what the teachers gave them, that will help them to have good communication skill so that they can flourish. And education, primary level, higher level. Primary level, the teachers help, that their teachings help them to grow with the basic knowledge. And students who listen properly, they get basic knowledge, and they come along with in their life, like with the knowledge, and reach to the college and get the core knowledge. And with the help of core knowledge, they are able to get the practical life. They apply their knowledge and show their talent in their work field. So teaching gives identification to the society. That forms teaching only. The teaching of the teachers form or give a form to the man. That is different forms like this: teachers, businessmen, writers, whoever it is. So teaching and learning, if we take, it is an endless process. Not only in schools and colleges, even in life. Even from your, we observe parents. They are teaching something to us, and we take that one, and again we follow that one. We teach to others. So teaching happens in every circle, every day, every minute. We learn and teach others, either the family circle, or in the society, or in the country, or in the world. The teaching and learning process is an endless process. Because of this process, we human beings are able to live in this society and survive our level best. Thank you, madam. This is what my short presentation. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share the ideas.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Vinita. So, an interesting paper. Of course, we cannot deny the role and importance of education in our lives. So, very clearly, you've pointed out how education, leads us to achieve things in life, to flourish in life, and to grow. So, and the different sources as well. A wide variety of sources, beginning from the sources from where we can gather knowledge, to as to how to utilize them, the skills needed to imbibe that knowledge, and how that knowledge will stand us in good stead. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, madam.
So,
Thank you.
and now for both the papers, do the participants have any, observations, any questions, or they want to discuss something with the speakers? So the house is open for that. I think everybody's had a long day, and yeah, so we then end the session here. Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Shubhra, Bhimanyu, Ravinder, for having me over. I really enjoyed, although when the session was getting delayed, I was a little, off track then, because these days, there's so much happening around. So many, my close family, my brother-in-law had to be hospitalized yesterday. So, there's so much on your mind. So I thought I'll just let it be. But now I'm happy that I joined in, and, it has been a nice change, and to see all of you. Thank you so much for inviting me, and look forward to such interactions in future. Thank you.
Thank you so
ma'am.
much, ma'am, for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Take
Thank you
care.
so much, ma'am. And I must say that very relevant to the topic, teaching, learning, and education.
Yeah.
We have learned so much from you, ma'am, in the real classroom setting. And
Yeah,
the real
I know.
classroom
We
setting.
just missed that time. We missed that time. So
And,
let's hope, with the hope that we are good enough and out of this situation. So we come out of it soon enough and we get to meet. So with this positive hope, let's all end this. Thank you so much, and keep yourselves safe and take care of yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Okay.
such a wonderful session and for blessing
Yeah.
us. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, everyone.